What's going on, guys? Welcome to the newest episode of Nerdsmerized. Today, guys, we are going to continue our adventure into the world of Game of Thrones. We are taking an episodic quest, going through every single episode all the way up until Season 8, so make sure you subscribe to keep up with all the videos we put out every week. Alright, guys, so without further ado, let's get into Season number 2, Episode number 2, titled The Nightlands. Here we go. So, guys, on the road to the wall, we meet back up with Arya Stark, undercover as a boy on the road to the wall. And we see her getting talked to by 3 men that are locked up. And everyone's telling her, you're not supposed to talk to those guys. They said don't talk to them. Leave them alone. And they look creepy as fuck. Rapists and shit. 2 guards from King's Landing catch up with the group, and they're looking for Gendry. And they are looking for Gendry and Arya. So they're kind of freaking out. And you see them together like, holy shit, what is going on? So Tyrion returns to his chambers when our favorite eunuch is chatting up his Hyena, Shay. Uh-oh, shit's going down now. The 2 of them would continue to their meeting with the Queen and the rest of the council. They say that the Night's Watch needs more people, and yeah, it's all Northerner superstitions, they all think, about the winter's coming, blah, blah, blah. So then we go back to Sam and everyone back at the camp at the creepy bastard's house where he fucks his daughters and has kids, and we see Sam trying to like chat up this hyena. We see the girls coming in with rabbits, like skinned rabbits, and then John's wolf ghost goes up and starts sniffing at him, and the girl gets kind of scared, and Sam like buggers him off. Get the hell out of here, ghost, go, 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 and kind of rescues the girl, and Sam's got that little gleam in his eye like, hey girl. So Sam approaches John and tells him, I need you to help me with one of the daughter wife chicks because she's pregnant and she's afraid it's gonna be a boy, and if it's a boy, she's afraid what's gonna happen to her child. So then we see the Khaleesi and the rest of her people dying of thirst and starvation, and we see a horse approach without its rider, and then we get to see that the rider's head is inside its pouch. Holy shit! Where are the other guys at? So then we see Theon on his way home on the ship for the first time in 9 years since he was taken as the ward for Stark. Yeah, he hasn't been home in 9 years, but before he gets home, he has to rock one out and smash on the captain's daughter a few times, so yeah. Damn dirty Theon. So then we flash to Roz, who's having a really hard day after watching one of Robert's bastard children murdered in front of her. Seeing a baby die is probably pretty intense. So then Tyrion fires the head of the city guard, has him sent to work on the wall, pledge his life to the wall, and appoints Bronn as the head of the city guard. Hell yes. Arya is arguing with one of the dumbass kids from last episode, and Gendry helps her shut his ass down real quick. I'm liking Gendry. He's a G. I'm digging this kid. He needs to be king. So then we see Theon arrive on land. He gets this hot girl to give him a ride, and he's like grabbing on the titties on the way up. He's feeling down and banging her a little bit, and she's just like, okay, taking it, just jamming up. And he's like, girl, this is going to be a story. Why don't you come stay with me at the castle? Because it's going to be a story you're going to want to tell your grandkids. And she's like, maybe it will be. So then we see Theon meet with his father. His father's talking a whole bunch of shit and he's talking shit about him, saying he's wearing a fucking dress. And is that how girls dress over there? Is that how men dress over there? Like little girls? That you're from the Iron Islands. You're supposed to dress like a badass. You're supposed to be a badass, a hard motherfucker. And he's just talking shit about him. Then the girl that gave him a ride walks in. It turns out it's his sister Yara. So yes, accidental incest is still incest. Holy shit, that's so much incest, guys. Oh my god. Theon, losing me, bro. His sister is the head of the army, and this destroys Theon because he's the final son of the king. And yeah, his sister is gonna leave the army. Holy shit. Stannis Baratheon goes and recruits some pirates to join him and to help win his battle. Which is pretty smart. Get someone from the sea, they need somebody. The queen gives Tyrion a big old earful for firing the head of the king's guard, and he's like, fuck you, sister, I'm the hand, bitch. Back up. So Stannis was meeting with his council and Melisandre, and he tells everyone to leave. Melisandre kind of seduces him. They start smashing. Yeah, I have a bad feeling about that chick. I swear, she drank the poison and didn't die. Then we see Jon chilling by the fire outside the old man's house, and then we see the old man run into the woods with a baby wrapped up. So Jon's like, fuck that. He follows him to see what's going on, where these kids are going, because it looks like it's a boy, obviously. He ain't gonna grow it and fuck it. Then he sees Then he sees the old man hand the baby off to a figure with glowing blue eyes. And John's like, what the fuck? And he's just like tripping out, freaking out a little bit. And then boom, John gets knocked the fuck out by the old man. Now, guys, this episode was freaking phenomenal. I gotta tell you, my favorite part was just Tyrion walking into the room, swinging his dick around like, I'm the badass, I run this shit, fuck everyone else, daddy's home, let's continue with the show. Tyrion was the best freaking character by far this episode. I loved him. Every scene he was in, he was just a badass. He didn't give two shits. Firing this motherfucker, putting Bronn in charge. You really couldn't go wrong. Tyrion Lannister, 2 thumbs up, bro. This episode was just phenomenal, guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comments down below. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with all the videos we put out every week. And make sure you join us and continue on our quest into the world of Game of Thrones, guys. I'll see you next time. All right, guys. Peace out.